we're going to be playing Paradise Killer. This isn't our first time looking at the game. We did take a look at the demo. It was some months ago at this point. We had played that one for an hour. The full game did come out a couple months ago at this point. It was in September. We're playing the PC version here, but this game did also come out on the Switch. I don't know what the plans are for other consoles, but PC and Switch for the time being. Well, you remember, maybe, what was happening when we looked at this demo. We got a murder mystery to solve in a very fantastic location, let's say. Let's press a key to begin the investigation. Alright, well there's a controller, but I am using a mouse and keyboard for this. We'll see if it matters really which way. Let's look at some options. Well, obviously we want that mature content to be on. We'll see if any of these need to be changed as we continue on in the game. We'll go with most of these defaults. Oh, I clicked on quit. Why did I do that? That's completely not the thing to click on. The investigation is off to a good start. Well, we have to know what each of the options do, obviously. Even quitting. Sure. Well, let's just make sure that the mature content is still on. It is. All right, let's begin a new investigation. I expect that probably like the first hour of this is going to be very familiar from what we played in the demo, but it could possibly be that there might be changed content. I don't actually know.
Paradise Killer.
All right. So I guess the important thing here is that it does not autosave. We must use the save points on the island. So we'll just remember that. The Syndicate created the first Paradise Island to worship their dead alien gods. Guided by leader Montserrat, the Syndicate attempt to resurrect the gods by forcing citizens into psychic worship rituals. However, the worship invites demonic corruption from beyond the stars. The islands always fail. The islands die and a new Paradise Island is born. The cycle repeats. Island Sequence 13. Lady Love dies. The Syndicate's lead investigator is deceived by the god-damned Harmony. She endangered paradise. Her sentence is eternal exile. The island could not be saved. Demonic corruption began to infect the fabric of paradise. The island died. The citizens' slaughter ritual took place. Another Paradise Island failed. The cycle always repeats. Lady Love dies, watched from exile in the idle lands as each island flourished and died. Each iteration got closer to perfection. Demonic corruption events decreased. Island 24 was almost perfect, until Henry Division, a lowly citizen, got too close to the gods. He allowed demons to flood the island. The citizens were once again slaughtered. The council began their meditation to end 24 and birth Perfect 25. But before they could complete it, Paradise was killed. So this is the same text as from the demo. The idea basically that they're creating a society over and over every time it gets corrupted by demons. Every time they have to kill all the citizens living there to create a new perfect one. And apparently if they were able to make it to 25, this would be the actual perfect one forever, I suppose. But before they could create that 25th island, the council were all killed. Who did it? Well, that's what we have to figure out. It does not autosave. Let's remember that. The Way of Blood Bar, 25th Island Sequence, Ash Street, Housing District. Ah. He. The crime to end all crimes. This blend tastes different. The islands define the whiskey. This one definitely tastes of embers. She put the fire out. Was it a cosmic dream? No. They called on her, the exile. They needed to. So, it said that was on the 25th island sequence, and I guess the game is a flashback then? So maybe they actually do create the 25th island in the end.
Another day in exile.
Just another day, I suppose. I mean, they would all blend together at this point. I mean, most of us have been in exile for a few months now, and time just starts to become meaningless. I don't know what would happen if you were actually in exile for millions of days. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Island 24 is supposed to be ending. Why am I still here?
I have a bad feeling about this.
So it looks like some lines are voiced, but not all. Yep, that's the number of days that we've been exiled. You got a relic, the wistful photo. The outside of the Paradise Psycho unit before it was disbanded. The last photo that was taken of me back on Island 13. Ah, memories. Portrait of me, painted by Lydia before I was exiled. It's a good thing they let her take all her stuff with her when she was exiled. Lady Love dies. The first person you've spoken to in 3 million days. Can you taste it in the air? Let's be worried about it, because she did say before that something seemed wrong. The island was supposed to end. Something's wrong. You're damn right it is. While you've been exiled up here, all kinds of shit has been happening down on the island. What kind of shit? The messed up kind. Real messed up. All kinds of messed up. You used to be the Syndicate's investigator, right? They're talking about you down there. They need the investigation freak. Time to get back in the saddle. Get out of the idle lands and get back to work. Exile is over.
Why?
Is a demon in the idle lands. The name's Shin Yothik Jigith. You can call me Shinji. I'm just here to hang. I got no horse in this race. What race? Someone's made a move against the Syndicate. People are betting on the wrong horses. What do you want, Shinji? I like a good bit of murder. It's a good time. The best time. I'm just here to watch the results play out. You got some solving to do, some investigating, some looking real hard, some good thinking. Time to weave some truth, Loved Eyes. Anyway, I gotta bounce. Go get your laptop. You're gonna need it. See you on the island. I have no idea what's going on. That little runt said I need to find my laptop. He must mean Starlight. Every investigator needs an assistant. Starlight is up by the barrier that overlooks the island. And I guess if you spend so many days without talking to anyone, you would probably also name your computer. Wonder if all these things came with her exile home, or over the course of these millions of days, did she just, like, carve giant skulls out of pearlescent stone? Well-read book obtained. A well-read book about an ex-gangster that decided to become a master of grilled chicken skewers.
That's strange. Why?
Is Starlight unlocked? 3 million days up here, and now she's calling out to me.
Key item obtained.
An investigator's best friend, Starlight. It's been a while since me and the girl did the dance of an investigation. I guess she doesn't have to use the computer unless she's investigating. I mean, it's been 3 million days. I don't know if Starlight's really cutting edge anymore. It used to be that Mega RAM enhanced meant something. Now, I don't know.
Starlight.
Phone call from Judge is unexpected. Madness has overtaken the island. That happened a long time ago. The council were murdered as the new island was born. Is this a prank? Leader Montserrat is dead. The council are dead. This is no joke. A killer tried to take everything from us. The syndicate is about to collapse. You need an investigator, and you're in luck. My diary's pretty empty today. Lady Love dies. I have authorized the use of Starlight. Take her and come to the island. Your exile is over. The prison doors are open.
Like this.
Judge, the barrier's still up.
The door to truth will open.
Starlight can dance her way through it. Fall down to us and breathe life back into paradise. And you want me to just fall to the island? The islands haven't changed. The fall won't hurt you. Step off into the abyss and drop to the island. Lydia will be waiting for you.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Hey, that matched that time. We can use the nightmare computer.
Nightmare computer.
Use that. It's a very good sentence. A nightmare computer from the depths of space that uses a language born on a long dead world. The Syndicate never upgrades. Your typical government installation. Starlight can emulate the OS and break down the components used in the symbols, but I need to work out how they are used. I haven't seen these symbols before. It looks like a hieroglyphic-based language. I need to find a clue to know which symbols release the lock. I can brute force it with trial and error, but I'm a busy woman now. Starlight can see the answer. I need to work out how to make it. Some of these parts should make the symbol I need. I need to select components from the ones available and match them to the top image, completing the puzzle. Alright, so yeah, the thing was there was an image, which is like a goat head, and we had to pick the silhouettes that match the goat head, which is that.
I'm glad to be back.
Hieroglyphics. Takes me back to university. I was the only one in that arcane text class. I mean, really, they probably should have canceled the class if it only had one student,
The
honestly.
investigator is here.
Looks like the language is divided into different groupings of symbols for different types of objects the civilization found important. The rest of the Syndicate can't decode these. They have keys coded to the specific machines they're allowed to access.
Don't test me.
She's quite upset about that. The data on the nightmare computers is tamper-proof. Sealed machines that hook into the fabric of the island. There'll be more in the island that I can unlock. Judge said they need me down on the island. The people that exiled me are dead, and I need to find out the who, the how, and the why. Time to fall into a pit of crime. A leap of faith into the sun-drenched abyss of memories, secrets, and crime. Sure, that's what I used to tell myself every day when I would go out to work. I mean, now that work is home, so the pit of crime is I live with the pit of crime now. Let's see, was there anything else in here? Any other, like, objects that we should look at before we jump out into the pit of crime? Here's the thing. This is the dulled percolator. Coffee doesn't taste the same if you're not working. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything else here. I guess let's jump out.
Paradise Killer.
And here we are. I guess if someone was coming into the place, this is where they would come in from, but not really sure how the society works. Who would be coming in from the outside? This is, okay. Can't use that one. Dead Nebula beer. I mean, it's the only brand that's available here on the island. Montserrat Breaker. Well, no longer the leader anymore. Ah, we can run. Whoops. Run and jump. Corruption threatened us all. Well, it wouldn't if Perfect 25 had the chance to be born, but it didn't. So what does that mean for us?
Blood crystal.
Blood crystal. Prized unit of currency used by the Syndicate. The delicious new premium beer from Crimson Acid and Dead Nebula. 2 people make it? That's all you need, I guess, just 2 people. Second heaven. No, there is a person taking a very dramatic stance. But first, let's have a look around. Need to find the power switch to open that. Well, I mean, there is power going down from there to there. We're not really being given an option to open this or anything. And there is a ladder coming down from there, if you're able to approach it from the other side, which we cannot, it doesn't seem. If you suspect demonic corruption, report it. If you see something, say something. That something being demons. Let's save, since as it has told us a few times, it does not autosave. Alright, let's talk to Lydia Daybreak. Lydia, it's been too long.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Thanks.
Daybreak.
Your oldest friend. Born in Moana Falls Canyon in AD 1001 AD under the sign of Beautiful Spectre. So she is much older than she appears. I guess we all are, probably. I guess we're all centuries old, probably. The Syndicate's ferrywoman, responsible for transporting the Syndicate to new island sequences. After an uninteresting childhood spent in worship of Beautiful Spectre, she enlisted in the army during her teens. You know, if someone is centuries old, how long do you think the childhood is? Like, is it still... I mean, it talks about the teens. So, like, once you become an adult, then it's just young adult for centuries after that? Or how does this go? Lydia became known as a Titan killer after she successfully defended a temple complex from 3 monstrosities born from beyond the stars. Those are the worst kinds of monstrosities. She retired from the world of assassination when she met Sam Daybreak, fleeing to join the Syndicate together.
Got it.
Thanks, Starlight.
Why?
Starlight's giving you the full 101, huh?
I'm glad to be back.
I've been in exile for 3 million days. She obviously thinks I need a refresher on all the people that I know, which I do. What did I miss?
Evil stuff, LD. Last night was a killer.
The Council were killed just as the next island was born. Word is a killer got into their building and took a knife to them. Okay, so I guess the island actually was born then. So the killer didn't get to them before that happened.
How?
Are you feeling? Messed up, LD. This is the worst. The island needs an investigator. You shouldn't have been exiled, LD. We needed you down here. Judge told me to bring you to them. I think during the demo I asked if it was her, so maybe this time we'll just say, let's go. Let's go see them then. One thing before we go, LD. I can ferry you around the island if you need me to. Save your feet from a hike. If you need a pickup call. If you need a pickup, call me on one of the phones. The phones are deactivated since it's the end of the island, so you'll need to fire them up again. I already activated this phone for you, just in case you need to come back here. Okay, so I guess that's the reason that we just can't fast travel everywhere automatically.
Ferrywoman reporting for duty.
Time to ride, LD. Seatbelts on, LD. How was exile? 3 million days just flies past. Cheer up, Buttercup. You're back on the island now. Back in the game. Let's wax nostalgic about the old days. It's been so long since we rode together, Lydia. I miss the old days. I know. Us girls used to get shit done. It was fun back in the day. How have you been? All good. Life has been relaxed. We got a cat. It's a Bengal. I called it Dagger. It is 700 years old. You still painting? Uh-huh. Each island is more beautiful than the last. I like to capture them before they go. I like your perfume, by the way. Oh, thanks, LD. Fruity one, isn't it? It's a unique blend that I got made especially. It's nice. I'll have to get some on the next island. Sorry, LD, the blend is my own secret recipe, and that recipe dies with me. We're almost there. Go and speak to Judge. If you want to hang, I'll be on the pier. It's been so long since I performed an investigation. You getting the fire back?
To investigate.
It's never left. I was born to investigate. Go get him, LD. Get him! Alright, time to talk to the judge. Or just judge. It's really not the.
Hello, Judge.
Good to see justice again. Birthplace of judge is forgotten. Birth sign is forgotten. Every society needs a form of justice, and a syndicate member volunteered. They believe so deeply in impartial justice that they scrub their ego and fuse themselves to the island, becoming judge. Yeah, judge has no identity. Judge is judge. Nothing else is needed. They would become the embodiment of justice, acting on behalf of the island. Starlight is helping you navigate through the sea of truth already.
Judge.
That's Judge.
Welcome back to the blood-stained paradise, Lady Lovedays.
Mm-hmm.
The investigator is here.
Tell me about the crime.
Paradise killer.
The council is dead. Our leader's gone. The black pall of crime hangs over us. Leader Montserrat has been taken from us.
What the hell?
The whole council were murdered at once? They gathered to birth the new island, our perfect new home, Perfect 25. At the end of their meditation, the killer struck. Arrogance put the entire council in one room. Hubris is a large gap in armor. If you're a murder junkie, that's quite the hit.
What time?
That's right. Yes, what time? Midnight, the holy hour. The hour of weird. The hour of...
This.
Judge, I get it. All the council were murdered last night at midnight.
Got it.
Do you have a suspect? It's a miracle. A mass murderer in custody. Henry Division, a citizen possessed by a demon. He's killed before. A decade ago, he came back. We found the knife in his hand, the council's blood in his stomach. Well, that's not really a place that someone else's blood should be, honestly. The oppressed rise up. Who would have thought?
Where?
Where's the crime scene? The council's own penthouse, the brutalist tower that reaches to the sky. Has anyone been in there?
Investigate.
The council are protected by 4 holy seals. Only leaders can open them. We cannot get into the crime scene. We cannot assess the slaughter. Right? We can't even investigate the murder scene because we're not allowed to go in there.
How?
So how did the killer get in? Killer's just a lowly citizen.
Truth waits for you in the shadows.
And truth hides behind the smoke of crime. We only know the nature of the first Holy Seal. 2 of the finest God Justice Marshals, stationed as guards, as sentinels. Both butchered by the monster. Man, this Henry Division is deadly with a knife. Apparently just has the one knife. How did he do all this? Demonic sigils cover the suspect's body, scorched onto him by the astral demon inside him. Those same sigils are daubed in the marshal's blood at the entrance to the council building. Alright, so I mean that seems like pretty damning evidence all over his body.
I don't like this.
If no one has been in the crime scene, how do you know the council are dead? Their work is done, a new island has been born, yet they have not emerged from their chambers. The accused was found with a red slick knife and a belly full of the blood of the council members.
Investigate.
In this instance, the answer to the terrifying equation is dreadful murder.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
I'm going to assume there are no eyewitnesses if it's a locked room murder. None that have come forward. Would someone decapitate the syndicate now? Is it an interloper, a god, a desirer of power? Is it naked ambition played out with a knife in a penthouse? A power play, a sicko killing for kicks. The world's a twisted place. It wouldn't surprise me. The balance has existed for millennia. Who's running the show now? I installed Architect Carmelina as the acting leader. We have birthed. I always like how that's how they describe the creation of a new island. We have birthed Perfect 25, a wonderful new home of her design. She is best placed to oversee this new transition. As bizarre as this vision of crime is, there is a further anomaly. Just one. You remember K. Hicks? Our master craftsman, what about him? He's missing. We haven't had any contact with him for several days. Okay, that's a new note. This is doubly concerning as he designed the second holy seal that protects the council. Well, we'll find him.
Don't test me.
I'll find out what happened to him.
Lady Love dies.
It's been a while since we needed you. The syndicate is in danger. You're in danger. Unspoken things beyond the stars are in danger. The island will not give up its secrets easily.
Paradise worth saving?
What is the truth? What are the facts? Are they the same? Evidence, testimony, they are yours to find, yours to take. We must find who did this.
Crime cannot hide.
Crime always wants to be found. The nature of crime is perverse. Starlight has the blood records of the council. I've just updated Starlight with a blood sample of Henry as well. Use them to examine the murder weapon and crime scene. Alright, got Henry's blood. I need this solved so we can move on to the new island. A suspect isn't enough. I need concrete proof. I am linked to Starlight, a conduit of justice. She will track your case files. She has just unlocked your suspect module.
Investigate.
Interrogate. Find the gold evidence in the silt of the island. You know, if I can think of more metaphors about finding justice, I'll give them to you. When you are ready, bring them to me and we'll begin the trials. The trials will determine the guilty. Assemble your facts and present a truth to me. You may not understand your truths. Bring them to trial, and we will reveal the guilty together and attain clarity. We can start the trials whenever you're ready. They will be the climax of your investigation, but you determine when that climax will be.
Waits for you.
Are you ready to investigate? This island will try to hide the truth from you.
Love dies. All that remains are the facts.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
A duel across the sun-drenched streets between the investigator and the truth. Paradise Island is yours. Gonna get in a big sword fight with the truth. Okay, Henry Division escaped from the Desolation cell. Grand Marshal Akiko 14 was guarding him. Then the counselor murdered at midnight. Then, only like 3 minutes after that, Henry is found outside the council building by Akiko. Akiko informs witness that Henry has been found and that the first seal guards are murdered. 2 minutes after that, Akiko confirms to witness that the holy seals are closed. She cannot secure the penthouse. 1 minute after that, Judge assumes authority over the island and locks the paradise. That's very quick action on the part of Judge. Then a half hour later, syndicate meeting is held in courtroom. Judge appoints Carmelina as acting leader. 316, Judge decrees that they're bringing Lady Love Dies out of exile. A full investigation will happen before the island ends. And then a few minutes after that, Judge activates Starlight and waits for Lady Love Dies to make contact. Crime details end. Man, it's a very crime-free society, I guess, if the investigator has not been needed in over 3 million days. New notes?
Key item.
Okay. Blood sample from Henry Division. Oop. He has a thing here we can take. My old gun, when the time comes to execute justice, she will sing the song of punishment. Very poetic. Did we pick it up? Well, it says to pick up. Oh, there's a flashlight. Keep saying to pick up. But it does not seem that we're picking it up. I mean, it's not like if we could pick that up, it's not like we would just go around shooting people or anything. That would be irresponsible. But maybe we just want to hold it for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with just holding it. I mean, I guess it's polite to close the door. There we go. If I didn't, then Judge would just have to come down here to close it. Alright, so the demo walls are gone. I mean, I can't jump over this, but in the demo there were obstacles blocking the way. And there's our demon friend. A moment of your time. Let's hear him out. What now?
I hate demons.
Am I going to be seeing a lot of you? What now? I understand you've got a lot on your plate. A mass murder on an island full of weirdos and all that. I fear for you. I really do.
Test me.
Skip to the end. You know the blood crystals? That currency you guys are so precious about? I took the liberty of acquiring some while everyone was leaving. You mean stole, I think.
That's illegal.
Sounds like you stole a lot of people's money. Not people, rich people. Screw 'em, soulless bastards. Well, Shinji clearly is for the people. Anyway, you'll need some currency to make it through this. Grease the wheels and all that. Point is, I've scattered the blood crystals around the island for you to find. A little game. A bit of fun. A little fun game. You need currency, right? Bribe a secret out of someone here. Bottle of whiskey there. You know. You and I have different definitions of fun. Potatoes, tomatoes. That's not right. Catch you later. He comes and goes as he wants. Little pink fish here. Alright, so we need to be on the lookout for money, which we could find, like, here. We found a money. I have 2 now. 2 monies. Let's save a game.
Game saved.
Let's see. Spend 1 blood crystal to unlock travel to and from this point. And we could certainly do that. I don't think we need to do it right now. Let's first look around, see what else we can spend money on. So I guess now the actual gameplay has started. We're wandering around the island. Looking for people to question, to extract the truth from. Let's see. 20th island sequence. The mountain collapses. Why? How? It was supposed to be perfect. Well, I mean, as we know, the 25th island is supposed to be perfect, but how can they say for sure if it really would be?
The investigator, I presume?
You presume correctly. Where did you come from?
Nanny, the hell?
Where did you come from? Where does anyone come from? It's not an answer to my question. It was a pretty clear question. Who are you?
Name is? One last kiss.
Did you have an old name? I mean, we used to live here, but we haven't been here in a while. Maybe we would know her by her old name. A kiss? Who's getting the kiss? Is it me? Who deserves my last kiss? What kind of kiss is it? Is there tongue? Is it a kiss of love, tender and sweet, or a kiss of death, dripping with poison and hate? Well, we don't want the poison kiss. When you look around this island, what do you see? Unknowable secrets, mysteries upon mysteries in a lie sandwich. Unknowable secrets, always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them.
This island is 1,000 little tragedies waiting to be discovered.
She knows where one is. We would like to know. When things die, where do they go? Do you think I am dead? If I am, where would I be? You want me to find your resting place? The Syndicate Graveyard? This little game better lead to something. I hope so too, investigator. Alright, so our masked woman is a riddle upon a riddle. And maybe we have to find where her body lies, is what we were guessing, but we'll see, I suppose. A tower that broadcasts music to the speaker on the island. There's a tape in here.
Music obtained.
New music added. Midori Eyes. The woman at the cocktail bar. I remember her. A lifetime ago. Or was it another lifetime? I should have made a different choice. Regretting our choices. Just splashing in the water a little bit. Why not? Let's see. Well, we could head up there, or we could head across these bridges. I guess as time goes on, we'll become much more familiar with the layout of the island and get a better idea of where maybe we should be going. But for right now, we're just wandering around, picking up blood crystals, meeting new people to talk to, new and interesting people, and seeing if there are any hints around for us to gather. Apparently the new island is ready to go, but Judge feels that they cannot move on until they know for certain who killed the council. You can't just move on to the new island if there's a chance that the murderer might go on with them. Just looking around in the brush. Maybe we can find some red crystals or something else that might catch our interest.
Getting saved.
Once we get a better idea of what we can spend these crystals on, then I think we'll have a better idea of whether or not we should be unlocking these fast travel points. Hex's workshop. Well, this is someone who's missing that we need to find. Apparently, what did they say? The architect of the second seal? And we need to find a way to get past these seals so we can actually investigate the murder site. This tuft of hair is coarse, like an animal's.
What the hell?
Hang on, is this goat hair? I would recognize it anywhere. It's the same color as Crimson's head. Tuft of goat hair. There's no sign of a struggle or fighting. There's no blood. Something happened to Hicks. Was it cleaned up? Let's see. Casework has not been carried out for 3 million days. Right, obtained evidence is stored in Starlight. Case files are opened automatically as we find evidence. Starlight will link each piece of evidence to the relevant suspect in each case file. Starlight will update evidence as facts are discovered. Starlight is limited to tracking and categorization. Investigator must use intuition and reasoning to define the truths. Since this is the first piece of evidence we have acquired, Starlight will now display how the evidence is categorized. This is the only time this flow will be displayed. If you wish to see this flow every time we acquire evidence, please enable the evidence flow in the options menu. Okay. Okay, we got the tuft of goat hair. Same color as Crimson Acid's hair. And we can see like a little picture of Crimson Acid right there. We have suspects here. We have not spoken to them as of yet, except Lydia, of course. The married ex-assassins, Lydia and Sam Daybreak. No unsorted evidence. For crime to end all crimes. Right, Akiko 14 is the one that I guess arrested Henry Division.
Sure.
Ooh, a diary. Anything juicy? Who is Hicks kissing? A lot of scrawl and technical drawings. They're interspersed with ramblings about ascending to heaven. You seem to think he was chosen by the gods. He talks about Crimson being his queen in the astral heaven. In this world, I can't tell if the idea of being chosen by gods is crazy, or is that just something that seems reasonable in this world? What was going on between them? Alright, we have a couple of things to talk to Crimson about. Paradise Island, 249th Annual Worship Date with Crimson Acid Competition. Find a winning ring, pull on a can of Dead Nebula's new Acid's favorite premium beer, and win a worship date with your favorite idol. I guess that's Crimson. What is a worship date? There's a broken necklace with an order form. It's for Akiko. She asked K. Hicks to fix the necklace.
Sure.
Maybe that puts her at the scene of a crime? This is exciting.
Got it.
There's an unsent letter to Crimson. K. Hicks is accusing her of using him to get the secret of the second Holy Seal. Was Crimson in a relationship with K. Hicks? I mean, we did kind of establish this. He says the key is missing, and he's going to tell Montserrat that Crimson took it. The key to the seal? Why does Crimson want the key to the second Holy Seal? And can we get that key? We would like it. Crimson Acid thanks you for your work. Devotion rewards. The Deep Factory recruiting now. No.
That's weird.
Hicks certainly seemed to have an obsession with Crimson. There's posters everywhere. There's a laptop, but I guess we cannot do anything with that. No juicy secrets to uncover there. Just looking at the layout of this house, it's pretty small. And you have like sort of like a workshop looking place here. Then right in the back is like this little cot. But there's also like an in-house little bathtub that's just sort of... It's quite large. And it looks like you're just going to sit here on a bench with multiple people while you're in the bath. And then like right next to it is a refrigerator and a sink. There's the toilet in there. It's all very concise, all very packed together. Clearly, to Hicks, the tub was the important thing, because most of the space here in this house, a lot of it's being used on this tub right here. But it has a great backyard. Come out here. Look at this view right there. Oh.
Blood crystal obtained.
Another crystal. I guess a power plant down there. Hup. Ha. Like a pink trail going off in this direction.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Drag marks leading off the edge of the cliff.
Sure.
They lead away from Cahicks's workshop. Drag
I
marks.
have a bad feeling about this.
Suspicious. Well, maybe we might find something at the bottom of this. Oh. Going back to the way of Blood Bar. Sometimes the moon smiles at me. Drink your whiskey. I can feel the one in the golden city on the dark side of the grinning moon. I've told you before, don't talk about him. Not on this island sequence. Do not invite disaster. But... drink your whiskey. Well, we got code whiskey obtained, a bourbon with a taste of chocolate and hazelnut. A nice whiskey to have with friends. Do keep in mind that your friends are all being monitored. Don't want to engage in any illegal activities with your friends. Alright, nothing else down here. Don't know what the significance is that we went back to the 25th island for a conversation when we got that. But this seems significant. This is Cahix.
The investigator is here.
Was Cahix. Is. Never been a fan of metaphysicality.
Got it.
I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up after a beer. Intense guy, focused. Yeah, I could kind of tell that maybe he was a little bit obsessive from his house. Seems to have kind of maybe a bit of an obsession with Crimson. What is the body telling me?
Scene investigation.
I mean, that's not what I was seeing, but okay. Head trauma. Cahix suffered a massive blow to the head. There's blood everywhere, and it looks like the skull is cracked. He was struck once, and for his sake, I hope he died immediately. Victims of attacks in the front often know the attacker, so it was probably one of the syndicate. Death Grip Fist. Cahix's fist is gripping something tightly. It's an ornate ring with a deep blue sapphire set into it. Why was Cahix gripping this so tightly when he died? Did this belong to the attacker? Is someone missing a ring with a sapphire? Alright, I guess those are the only things we can look at. Yeah, only two. I mean, it's clearly specifying the two things we can look at. I don't think there's anything hidden or anything.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I assume he was dragged here and dumped off the edge of the cliff. This is a secluded spot. There's a ring in his death grip fist. Got the ornate ring. Why was he holding this when he died? Is this a message? It's a gaudy ring with a bright sapphire inset. Rest in peace, Cahix. I'll find out what happened to you. So I guess that means he actually met the killer at the front door of his house and then dragged off the cliff. Well, okay. There's another murder that's happened that was not known about. I wonder if, should we tell Judge about it? Or just maybe Judge doesn't care for the moment until we actually get all the facts. But it seems like someone should be told that, hey, there's actually maybe a completely separate murder that's happened here. And for that matter, it's the person who apparently had the key to the second Holy Seal. And if that's the case, maybe someone else has that key at this point. Sploosh. Okay. So, we cannot do that. Okay, we're back. We're at the power plant. This was, like, down the cliff that we saw when we were, in Cahicks's backyard. Dead Nebula Agriculture Admin Building. Workers must report to supervisor before beginning shift. Okay, that's what this building is. And the sack suddenly picked up when we approached this building.
Blood crystal obtained.
Covetable workers reward obtained. A voucher that can be redeemed for 2 minutes of time in a foot bath. Rewarded to workers that have exceeded... So... okay, so if you work here and you do a good job and exceed your quota, your reward is 2 minutes of foot bath time. Does Crimson give you the foot bath? That appears to be her. Someone not recycling their cans.
Blood crystal obtained.
I need some kind of handle to turn this. I mean, I don't know if we should be messing with it to begin with, but we're an investigator. Oh, there's the demon over there. We're an investigator, which means we can get up into everyone's business, no matter if we're qualified to do so or not. Which is, probably the reason she likes doing that. She likes the job. Like, you can just go into a dead man's house and like, loot it. Because it's for the sake of the investigation. Danger of cosmic presence. So, just be careful about these.
Blood crystal obtained. Game saved.
What's up? Dance, come on! Get down on the floor! We've taken it upon ourselves to move a little more. Dance, get up! Show us what you got! We gonna rock your party. Now let's take it to the top. Oh, forget it. If you're not gonna beatbox, I'm off. Alright, we did not participate. Something down there. I can't reach it. I need to get like a string with like maybe a magnet on it and like dangle it down there.
Blood crystal obtained.
We'll just have to remember that for later. Recording 004 obtained. They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there. The Watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines. He couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. And over in the lower left, it says, what do they know? What have they seen? The eyes are watching. The ears are hearing. We'll have to watch out for those eyes and those ears. So, what is it they're growing here? Do you suppose?
Blood crystal obtained.
Valve handle. It looks like I'll be able to turn something with this. Whether I should turn something with this, well, that's a different thing altogether. Second, okay, 2 valve handles. Need to find a third so I can truly meddle with the operation of this place. Proud pin badge obtained. A pin badge made to celebrate Perfect 25. Someone's going to be very sad when they realize they dropped their pin, their Perfect 25 pin. Not a vending machine. Dead Nebula. Drinks cost blood crystals. Should I use this machine? Let's browse the drinks. Well, no, that's... let's see. A3 would be the only one. Sure. Why not? Give me a... That's quite a... I just noticed the tongue at the top of the image. That's quite a... Okay, bizarre lychee obtained. A lychee-flavored soft drink. An image appears. A riverbank. Blazing sunshine. Baseball. A train passes. Distant apartment blocks in the summer haze. Man, that makes me want to have a soda. Oh, got a call because I got a soda?
Dead Nebula, thank you for your purchase.
Hi.
Please enjoy your cold, refreshing beverage.
Thanks for, calling me personally to congratulate me on buying a soda. Dead Nebula monitors the drinking habits of all inhabitants of the Paradise Islands, be they syndicate or citizen. For security reasons, we need to analyze your voice pattern. Please say the following phrase.
More refreshing than a cosmic apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't know why we'd need to do that. Well, I guess some of them were refreshed. It's been a while, Lady Love Dies. That damned Harmony thing was a mess. Free drinks? How about some free drinks? We're not authorized. You know how it is. What brings you back to the island? The council mass murder last night. We thought something was wrong. We got down to the last of our stock and no one's refilling us. The island can't end until I solve this case. How's it feel being back on the beat?
I was born to investigate.
The idle lands are no place for an investigator. We feel ya. Nice to see the investigation freak again. You got the inside scoop for me? Any weird drinking habits? When that demonic possession happened a decade ago, we sold a lot more sanity. It's a great name. People like protection. Does it actually work? Does anything? Man, I hear that. Listen, you're one of the good guys. We want to help. You keep buying drinks, and we'll see what we can do. There's a broken vending machine in the warehouses. Someone jammed something in it. We think it may be an upgrade for your computer. There's possibly an upgrade for your laptop in a broken vending machine in a warehouse. It's going to take some time to get the machine rebooted, which is code for buy more drinks. The island is hot. I'm sure I'll be thirsty. That's a spirit. We'll be in touch. Okay, apparently we are allies with the soda company, and we need to buy more drinks. And I can't tell, is there just a lot of saliva coming off of that tongue and pouring down? Because that's kind of what it looks like. It's getting darker. Can we jump onto that? I don't think I can jump from this onto there. Well, maybe I can. I was doing it, but then did not in the end. Not sure if this is the best way of doing it. Hard to tell, really. Hup. There we go.
Crystal obtained.
Well, we got a higher view. There's something over there? Do I see something? No, I think maybe that was just a light. Well, we got 2 of these valve handles. Do not have the 3rd yet. I don't even know what I... Well, I mean, I can guess what I do with them, but I don't know why I would use them. You notice the clouds?
I don't like this.
You don't like the clouds? What about them? They break. You see them flicker every so often. This reality is dying. The wheels are starting to come off. What else is going to break? Everything and nothing, probably. Something to look forward to. There he goes. I mean, we have not been looking at the clouds, it's true. I have not been noticing if the clouds have been breaking. But I need to keep my eyes on the ground. Need to look for that 3rd valve handle. So we can turn some valves. For what reason? I don't know. But I assume it's needed. I assume it's important for the investigation. But we are close to... this over here. Well, to whatever this is. Maybe we can cross a bridge and get to it. There we go. The 3rd valve handle. Now, something else over here. Protest letter obtained. A manifesto letter written by protesting workers. The wishes of the lost, things better forgotten, impossible to tell until it's too late. Alright, so was there some dissatisfaction among the common people? I don't know how much power the common people would even have here. Maybe let's go back and use these valve handles. Considering that apparently the normal citizenry gets slaughtered at the end of every island cycle, you know, I don't really know just how much power anyone would really have here. Alright, let's do it. That should have flushed the drains. Ah, right, that drain. I wonder if anything is floated up. Alright, that's what we were doing. We wanted to get something from that one drain, but we could not reach. Oh, a tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. There's a tape in here. New music file added, and we got Go-Go Style. The sun is out. Go, get your shades. We have to stare into the sun. The sun. We gotta do it. We have to stare.
That's weird.
What's a tablet doing shoved down a drain? It boots at least.
Strange.
The login sequence authenticates the user as Lydia. Did she dump this down here? Let's look at her files. Corruption of Lydia Daybreak tablet. Checking for restore point. Restore point found. Safe backup found. Restoring messages. Lost message sender. Witness to the end. Recipient Lydia. So witness to the end, I think, is a person. Attachment recovered. Downloading.
Sure.
Starlight pulled a message from the backup. A message from Witness to Lydia. The message is blank, but there is an attachment.
Strange.
It's a data key that allows access to a specific nightmare computer. One on the beach, apparently. The code looks like it's designed for remote access rather than a physical handshake. Why was Witness sending Lydia this? Alright, well, I guess if we access that nightmare computer, if we find that nightmare computer on the beach, we'll be able to use this to access it and maybe get an idea of why Lydia was going to need to access this. For right now, let's save our game. We'll just take a little break right now. As for what we've discovered so far, well, we're wandering around the island, just deciding where it is we want to go, where we need to be. As far as anything we've discovered, well, we discovered that K. Hicks, the one who has the key to the second Holy Seal, has been murdered. And we want to question Crimson, who was his, I guess, business partner and possibly girlfriend. Want to question him about that. And also we have a blue ring that he was clutching, maybe belonging to the attacker. That seems to be the main thing that we're focusing on at the moment. But as far as the main case goes, it looks like the computer is saying that the person we should be trying to talk to is Akiko, who was the guard, who I think arrested Henry Division, the murderer. But considering that K. Hicks was supposed to have the key to the second seal, it seems like he would be an important person as far as the case goes as well. We've also now discovered that, well, we don't actually know what the relevance to getting the code to the nightmare computer on the beach is, because we don't know what's in that computer and why Lydia might want to access that. So maybe that's something else. Well, maybe that's something else we'll be doing. But for right now, we're probably just, you know, wandering around the island, feeling it out, getting an idea of the space and the environment, and just seeing what we find. Finding some money, which we used to buy a soda, and discovering that apparently we're on the in with the soda company who can give us information. If we buy more soda, I guess we'll see how that goes. But getting a bunch of disparate clues, nothing coming together so far, of course, but we'll see how it goes as we continue.